Hello and welcome to another edition of Conspirator Brock's Pull List. This is my pull list for the week of December 27th, 2017. Last pull list for 2017. And yeah, it's a little late because our books were delayed this week due to FedEx to Diamond Comics picking a different shipping company to get us our books, and they didn't check to see if that shipping company was open on Tuesday the 26th, and they weren't. So we got our books Wednesday morning, very early, and got them put out and all that stuff and ready to go 5 minutes before we opened at 11 at Comics Conspiracy. So needless to say, I'm a little off this week, but wanted to make sure I got this last video in for the year for you guys. So let's get right into it. First up, we have Action Comics number 994. This continues the story with Booster Gold and Superman going to save Krypton, or yeah, basically. Love Booster Gold, so I can't wait to see where that story goes. Next up, we have Batman Creature of the Night number 2. This is from Kurt Busiek. I really enjoyed the first issue. I don't think a lot of people are really know about this book, but I definitely enjoyed it a lot. So if you haven't yet had a chance, pick up Batman Creature of the Night. It is good stuff. Next up we have The Demon Hell is Earth, number 2 of 6. The first issue was pretty cool, so I'm going to check out issue 2. Yep. Next up we have Detective Comics number 971. Just what can I say? Detective Comics has been really solid book. So I can't wait to see where it goes. Next up is the big book this week, the ginormously big, awesome sauce book, and that is Doomsday Clock number 2 by Jeff Johns with art by Gary Frank. Issue 1 was amazing. Issue 2, which I just finished reading, is also amazing. I can't wait to dive in and read it again, and then also read the extra text stuff in the back. But Doomsday Clock is just amazing. If you have not yet checked it out, I do highly recommend it. I know a lot of people have said stores have sold out of copies of number 1, which you're in luck because the second print comes out today, or this Wednesday, which you'll see later. But yeah, if you are still trying to track down a copy, you can always get a hold of Ryan at Comics Conspiracy. We still have tons of issue 1s available, so if you want, go ahead and give him a call or an email or something, and we can get that sent out to you if you want. It's up to you. Next up, we have Eternity number 3. The first 2 issues were weird, so I'm assuming the next issue is going to be weird. It'll probably be something I read and then just purge thing, but I read a majority of Valiant's line, and I enjoy it. So next up, we have Flash number 37. What can I say? Flash has been a great book. If you are a Flash fan, you need to be reading it. Even if you're not a Flash fan, it's a solid book and something you should check out. Next up is Gotham City Garage, the digital first comic based on the DC Comics line of basically motorcycle statues. But this is issue 6. It basically includes chapters 11 and 12 of the digital versions. I've enjoyed it so far, so I'm going to keep going with it. Next up, we have Hal Jordan and the Green Lantern Corps, number 35. Vendetti's been doing just an amazing job on Hal Jordan. His Green Lantern was good had a rough start after he picked up where John's left off with the New 52, but with a couple of years under his belt, he's really gotten a good grasp of Green Lantern and Hal Jordan. So, really great title. Next up is Metal tie-in book. Yes, Metal, it's back. It took a little bit break, but we're back and we're going full steam with it. And that's the Hawkman Found one-shot. Can't wait to dive into this one. It's written by Jeff Lemire, so can't wait to see that. And if I'm not mistaken, there's an heir in this book, which is hilarious. Let's see if I can show you guys real quick. Oh, yeah. So it's written by Jeff Lemire, or according to this, it's written by Jeff Lemire. They seem to have forgotten an I there. So, whoops. A little bit of a mishap there, but I can't wait to dive in to it. I've been loving the Dark Knight's metal stuff, and yeah, it's just really great stuff. If you haven't been able to check it out because you can't find those early issues, they are bringing out second prints and third prints of those titles, especially some of the one shots. So be on the lookout. Ask your local shop if they can get those to get them for you. Next up, we have Justice League of America number 21. Apparently, the Ray quits. He seems to be flying off a lot and quitting or pissed off, so that's not a surprise to me. So we'll see where this one goes. Next up, we have the final issue in the 12-issue miniseries, and that is the Kumandi Challenge, 12 of 12. I've enjoyed it overall, for the most part, kind of seeing different creators take on a story and just run with it from one issue to the next, so you don't really know where it's going to go, and it goes in crazy directions. The Tom King issue was by far the most amazing and best issue of the series, but since it's all done, I'm probably going to purge it out and make some room in my collection. But I enjoyed the Kumandi Challenge overall. Next up, we have Outcast number 32. This starts Invasion, part 1 of 5. Outcast is really good book. Slow burn, but a really solid title to read every month. So I can't wait to see where it goes with this issue. Next up, we have Redneck number 8. Redneck took a little break and then came back, but I'm curious to see where they go with the new story arc in Redneck. Really enjoyed the first one, so... next up is one for myself and my son, and that is Star Wars Adventures number 5 from IDW. I pick them up because we like Star Wars, and yeah, it's good stuff. Next up, we have Suicide Squad number 32. Looks like this is the last of the Red Fang? The Return of Rick Flag, but the end of Task Force X. So we're finishing up story arc there, so... yeah, hopefully we get somewhere. I'm super nervous about the creator coming up, but we'll see. Next up, we have Teen Titans number 15, and this continues the Super Sons of Tomorrow part 3. I didn't get a chance yet to read part 1 and 2 that came out last week, but hoping this little crossover between books is good. DC's been doing a good job with these mini crossovers with titles, so... Next up, we have Wonder Woman number 37. It looks like Darkseid has now come back, so we'll see what happens with that and how that affects the DC, or at least Wonder Woman's universe. And finally, on my pull list is Exo Manowar number 10. I really like Exo Manowar. The series before this that ran 50 issues was good. I understand why they renumbered it. After 50 issues, it's okay kind of that they renumbered it, but for the most part, I didn't really think I needed it, but oh well. But good stuff. So I highly recommend going and checking out the previous run and then getting on this, or you can start with this volume's issue 1 and go from there and then just backtrack if you want, but it's good stuff. Alright, next up we have all the variants. So there was a variant for Action number 994, or 994, got that one there, had Booster Gold on it. I picked up both covers of Batgirl this week, even though it's not a title that I buy, and that's because Harley was on the cover. So there's the first one, and then there's the variant. I know, I'm a sucker. I need to probably read it, because it probably does have Harley in it, but we'll see. Next up, there's the Jim Lee variant for Hawkman Found. I know this is in the wrong spot, but I just love Jim Lee's art. Next up, there's the Detective Comics 971 variant. Looks like a deal with Mr. Freeze or something. For those of you that are missing out on Doomsday Clock and your store does not have a copy, the second prints of it are coming out, and it looks like this. It's the black and white version of the book. So if you have not yet checked it out, do snag it up. It is amazing stuff. Doomsday Clock, of course, had a variant, and it's the Lexa variant. Yeah, really just solid stuff. We were shorted our copies of Flash, the Flash variant from the other week, so those finally came in, so I snagged that one up. But there was the Flash variant for this week, number 37, so I got that one. Next up is the Will Porcheo Suicide Squad variant for number 32. which hopefully they get a new variant artist because it's not the best. And then there's the one awesome Wonder Woman variants, and there's 37 for issue 37. I did manage to sneak a couple books extra to read this week, and one of those is the Phoenix Resurrection, The Return of Jean Grey. This is the Art Germ variant cover. I'm going to check it out to see if it's good, but we'll see. They did do a lenticular cover for it. It's not really a lenticular, it's just kind of 3D-ish. If you've seen the lenticular covers, it doesn't move like the front, it's like the back. So, yeah. It looks cool, but we'll see. And finally, I snagged a copy of Star Wars: The Storms of Crait, or this is from the Star Wars: The Last Jedi, The Storms of Crait, to check it out, because I really like The Last Jedi, despite what everybody else thinks. And I actually took my kids today, Thursday, the 28th, and they really enjoyed the movie and had a great time and a blast. So that's mainly what makes me happy, is that they enjoyed it. Alright, so that's it for what I brought home. Pretty much my pull. There's a bunch of different stuff I want to show you guys on this last video of the year, but let's get through this little one real quick. And that is, it's the end of the month, and your Previews magazine came out. This is issue 325, or sorry, 352. So this is how we order comics. This is what you need to look at if you want to check things out and see if there's anything you want to get. You can buy them, or you can ask your local shop to peruse it. They should let you do that. If they don't, they're weird and don't want money for some odd reason. Yeah, so I can't wait to dive into that bad boy. And I did pick up a shirt that was offered again through Previews that I have not yet picked up. And that is the Jim Lee Hush Batman shirt right there. Him stepping on the gargoyle, so I can't wait to wear that sucker. I love me some t-shirts. They're awesome. Yep, that's... well, no, I still got a laundry list of stuff I actually picked up. And I did pick up a couple Funko Pops. First one is the Bombshells Catwoman. I decided to grab that one because I have the Bombshells Harley one. I wasn't going to get them, and then I realized they come with stands, so that's pretty good. So I had to get my Gotham City Siren versions of those, so I also got the Poison Ivy Funko Pop. So I now have all my Sirens for the Bombshells versions of the Funko Pops. Ryan went away last week to Disneyland, but he brought me back a Christmas present, and that is a stuffed animal Cosmo from the Guardians of the Galaxy Mission Breakout thing. So, got that. My son wants this. He's like, I want it, Daddy, you don't need it. So, we'll see if he gets it. And then finally this week, I'm going to show you, I'm going to open up a present that I got for Christmas, so I don't know what's in this, but our friend Lane, who's occasionally on the Comic Conspiracy podcast as a guest with us, who's also an artist, really great guy, he got us some gifts this year, so he decided to wrap it in princess wrapping, which I think he always tries to make it fun. But this year he addressed it not to Brock, but to Broccoli Quinn, based on the art that's floating around on the internet of me dressed up as Harley Quinn. It's awesome stuff. You check it out. It's on my Twitter feed somewhere. But yeah, it's great, great stuff. I should probably just post it on my blog. But let's open this up and see what Lane got me. So, Merry Christmas. All that fun stuff. Alright, let's see what we got here. Well, he apparently likes to reuse boxes. So he reused a Powered by Funko GameStop box thing here. It's funny, it's 1997 is when I graduated high school. Oh, he freshly taped it too. Let's get some scissors out and bust this sucker open. Oh, there it is. Alright. What did you get me, Lane? Why am I slightly scared? Well, we'll see. Alright, let's open this up. So, Lane gave me a Batman animated series pop tee in the large size, so I can't actually wear this, so I'll probably just sell it. Fine, I'll make some money. Oh, Lane, you are awesome. I hate these things, so I wouldn't spend my own money on it, but he did get me the Harley Quinn Dorbs from the Suicide Squad movie. So thank you, Lane. I appreciate that because I wouldn't actually spend money on this because I don't like Dorbs. He also got me the Pocket Pop Harley Quinn. Nice. Nice. He gave me the Loot Crate Suicide Squad Harley Quinn figure, which I might bust this one open because I think I have like 3 of them already. Some popping paper stuff, so if you decide you need it. And I got some Legion of Collectors stickers, which I actually already have a set of these, so it's cool because I'll start using them. But awesome, thank you, Lane. I appreciate that. That's cool stuff. All Harley Quinn based, which is awesome. So the only thing is the shirt. It's a shame I can't wear the shirt. I'm not a large, but cool shirt anyway. I'll probably get a couple bucks for it off at eBay. So that's always good. So thank you, Lane, for the Harley Quinn themed Christmas presents. Nice little box. That's a great way to give presents, by the way. Just give them a random box of stuff they're gonna like. Yeah, awesome times. So that's it for this pull list. And that's it for the year almost. 2017 has flown by. Some days it didn't feel like it flew by. But I do appreciate all of you watching. Please like, share, subscribe to the channel. Leave your comments in the comment section below, as usual. You can follow me on Twitter. My handle is @BrockSager. You can also listen to me on the Comic Conspiracy podcast, which we just finished recording, episode 338, where we talk just some random stuff. We were supposed to do our year-end episode of top 3 movies and TV shows and stuff like that, but a couple of the guys weren't able to be on, so we did a regular episode, and hopefully this coming week's episode will be the one where we go into that stuff. Yeah, but you can check that out. There'll be a link in the description below. You can also help me and my fellow conspirators out through Patreon at www.patreon.com/comicsconspiracy. For as little as $1 a month, you help us with paying hosting fees, getting food sometimes, and getting products. So we do appreciate everything that our Patreon backers back us for. So yeah, so thank you guys. Other than that, don't really know if I have any New Year's resolutions. I've never been that type of person. But if I did have a New Year's resolution, it's to clean up my stuff. Like, I seriously need to go through and purge and get rid of stuff. So yeah, I'll hopefully get to doing that, but we'll see. So hopefully everyone had a fun and safe and happy Christmas, and I hope everybody has a fun and safe New Year's Eve and New Year's events, whatever everybody's going to. So hopefully you ring in the new year in a fun way, surrounded by friends, family, love, whatever. I hope you have a great New Year's. For me, I'll probably be just sitting at home debating what I'm going to do. My kids actually did pick me up Christmas presents this year. Well, they didn't pick them up. I bought them, and then I wrapped them and then said they gave me these. But I did get Horizon Zero Dawn, the complete version for PS4, so I'm hopefully going to play that. And I got Star Wars Battlefront 2 because it has a campaign, and I'm like, yay! But I tried to play it the other day, and it took forever to download and boot stuff, so I didn't actually get to play it. So hopefully I'll get to play it soon, but who knows. Yep, that's pretty much it. Happy New Year, everybody. I'll see you in 2018.